have some mutton here. I actually started the seasoning process, and guess what? Totally forgot that I wasn't recording. So I have the mutton. I have added some Italian herbs and spices. I've added, oh, this, my aunt introduced me to this Easy Spice MSG free seasoning. This one has salt, black pepper, pimento, and garlic. So, oh yeah, by the way, product of Jamaica, so we want to support brand Jamaica as best as possible. Normally I don't use powdered seasoning unless it's all natural, you know that, right? Meaning no MSG, just what you see here is in it. So I'm still going to be adding some pimento berries though. I've added some cloves, and I've added paprika, and I've also added a little bit of cayenne pepper to the mix, and powdered ginger. I've added that. Now I'm still going to add the natural seasoning to this as well, but I won't add any salt because there was salt in this meat seasoning. So I've added some natural seasoning here. I have onions, I have scallions, I have ginger, as you can see, and some garlic. Right, so the natural seasoning always very important no matter what ground seasoning I'm adding. I'm also going to be adding a little bit of island spice ginger soy sauce to the mix, and as you can see here, I have combined every single ingredient. And haven't seen me take out this bad boy in a minute. You probably thought I had retired it. Absolutely not. I have the crock pot here. This is what I'm going to be using to cook the mutton, and I'm just heating a bit of coconut oil here, just a little bit, enough to accommodate or cook my 2 pounds of mutton. So it's going to be brown stew mutton, and I showed you the ingredients that I had used to season the meat. I allowed it to stay in the refrigerator overnight so it could marinate, and now it's ready. Come back to room temperature, by the way. You don't just take the meat out of the fridge and drop it in the pot. That's crazy because the meat would be too cold. So I brought it back to room temperature, and you know, it smells good, I kid you not. When I was seasoning this, you'd have noticed that I added a little bit of chili pepper to it. I didn't mention that, I think, but I added a little bit of chili pepper and a little bit of cayenne. Now, once it is cooked and it is going to go into its final simmer, that's when I'm going to be adding the Scotch bonnet pepper. I don't want to put it in the crock pot from the start with the pepper because I don't want that overly intense peppered flavor, because it's not only adults who are going to be eating this meat. So it has the usual scallion, thyme, garlic, ginger, cloves, pimento berries. I also added a bit of powdered seasoning. I mentioned the Easy Spice that my aunt had introduced me to, so I'm trying that for the very first time. It seems to be an all-natural seasoning. I'll see how it turns out in terms of the taste, but you know, I don't really like powdered seasoning. Everybody knows that. But as long as it's the grounded form, the ground seasoning form, that's fine. All natural, that's fine. That's what I prefer. So yeah, man. So this is here, onions, everything is in it. I'm not going to separate the seasoning from the meat. I'm just going to heat everything in the pot, allow it to brown up, and then I am going to cook it through for about maybe 15-20 minutes. This meat looks as though it's going to be very tender. My place that I get good from, always good, Sinclair's Meat Market, the best. When I tell you the best, I mean the best. Meat always tender, whether it be pork, beef, mutton, anything at all I buy from her, always tender. Alright guys, so just waiting on this to heat up, and then I'm going to hit the pot. Oh yeah, this too. I did put a little bit of soy sauce, ginger soy sauce, the Island Spice brand. I did put that on this for the marinating process. Alright, so the goat is in the crock pot now. It is going through the browning process. And once this is done, I'm going to cover him up, allow him to cook through for like, you know, maybe 10 to 15 minutes. And then I probably will finish up on the stove top. So it is now time for me to add the vegetables to this stew mutton. It is almost done, about maybe anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes left. So I have rough chopped some chocho. Some persons refer to this as chayote, but Jamaican chocho, and of course I have sliced some carrots diagonally, and I'm going to be adding this to the pot now. Yes, everybody, here we go now. This is the last block. As you can see, I've added some sweet pepper to the mix and a little bit of scallion to the mix, and I'm just going to stir this around a little bit. I've re-seasoned just a little bit of black pepper, salt, Creole seasoning. Talk about to land. Goodness unfolding over here. So this is my brown stew mutton. You know the usual thing I'd say, right? Watch goodness. Watch nice. Yep. Sunday kind of vibe. So I leave this here until the chocho is cooked. The chocho is going to soak up all that flavor as well. So this is going to really be good, right? And I wanted my carrots to be big and bright and bold, so a little bit of the color would come off, you know, here. It's not that it's going to change the pot to orange, but a little bit of coloring. Thing is going to jiggy, can go on right here. So, alright guys. So wait for the plating.